Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Herbs for Stodels Nurseries. I'm Thekla Salmon, and today we're going to discuss green sauces. Three of my favorite green sauces are obviously Basil Pesto, then there's also Gremolata and Chimichurri. Each of these sauces have a lot of similarities, but it's the aromatics we add that really set them apart. Basil Pesto is so simple to make. You start with heaps and heaps of basil, Parmesan cheese, garlic, and nuts. Traditionally speaking, it should be pine nuts, but they're so expensive, so I often use macadamia nuts and lots of a really good quality olive oil. I like to add some lemon zest, but this is not strictly speaking traditional for a pesto. I can add my ingredients into my blender pretty chunky, so I'm just going to fill that up with as much basil as my blender can hold. Now adding some Parmesan, a little bit of garlic, my macadamia nuts, and loads of really good quality olive oil. Add half a teaspoon of salt and then just give it a little whiz up again and then retaste. Now you have your perfect homemade pesto, ready to pop on hot pasta, toss it with some steamed veg. I love putting it into a sandwich or even putting a dollop on my chicken or on my beef. For the Gremolata, we're using predominantly parsley. I like to freshen it up with a little bit of mint. We're going to put a lot of lemon zest and lemon juice, a little bit of garlic, lots of olive oil, and then we'll taste at the end to add a little bit of salt. I'm not going to put this in a blender because it's really nice to have a little bit more structure in the sauce itself. Once you finish roughly chopping up your herbs and garlic and lemon zest, you can pop it in your bowl, add a good healthy dose of your olive oil, and then a little bit of salt, adding a dash of lemon juice, and giving it all a good mix to let the flavors combine. There you have your lovely chunky Gremolata. This is traditionally dolloped on top of ossobuco, but I absolutely love it with fish. I love to just grill my fish, put a dollop of it on top, or I like to put it into a fish parcel wrapped up in tin foil and just let that bake in the oven or on the braai. For your chimichurri, we're going to use predominantly parsley, add a little bit of oregano, lemon zest, garlic, and optionally you can add some fresh chili, but I really do like the way it livens it up. We're then going to sauce it with a little bit of pale vinegar, lots of olive oil, and then bring all the flavors together with some salt. So we're going to bunch all of our ingredients together and just give it a good thorough chop. Now with all your herbs in the bowl, we're going to add a generous glug of a really good quality olive oil. I'm going to add just a dash of a pale vinegar. And then we're going to season it with salt, but don't put too much. The herbs really speak for themselves. Chimichurri is an Argentinian sauce, and the Argentinians love their red meat. So this sauce perfectly complements grilled meats. I hope you have fun trying out all of these sauces. See you next time.